I just adore them, the craftsmanship and the quality and the fact that they just elevate a high street outfit. They say so much about you as a person, as another female. I will always notice another woman's handbag straight away. Hello and welcome to my video on my new updated top 10 handbags. Now, I think I did one of these a few years ago, so there might be a couple of new additions, but again, some classics. All my children are laid on the table to the point where I've obviously had to change my filming location because of the room. But I really hope you enjoy this. This is not about showing off. It is not about look at me, because it is completely the opposite of that, in fact. And it always just makes me think, oh God, I hope people don't think I'm like that. But, you know, I adore handbags. I don't know if that's a right thing or a wrong thing, but for me, I am so passionate about them. They are my most precious things, and I know that sounds ridiculous, and I'm hoping that may change as I have children, but I just adore them, the craftsmanship and the quality and the fact that they just elevate a high street outfit. They say so much about you as a person, as another female. I will always notice another woman's handbag straight away, but that's just because it's my passion, and it's what I love. And I know some women aren't bothered about them at all, but some men and women also share my passion and my love. So I'm thinking that they're going to be the ones watching this, so I really hope you enjoy it. So I'm going to do it in a countdown from my top 10. So I'll begin. Number 10, I am going to start with my Balenciaga. Now, I know this style isn't for everybody, but for me, I personally love it. So I have it in a few colours. I've got, this is the slightly bigger, I think it's called the City Bag. And I have it in black, super versatile. I have it in a grey, a blue, and nude, but the blush nude is my favourite. So when it comes to summer, that is like my summer handbag. And I actually got this one from Bicester Village, so I didn't pay silly money for it. I think it was about, I can't remember, £800–900, which I know is still a lot of money, but I think now they're about 1,500. So if you are thinking about getting a Balenciaga, I would 100% recommend you go and try Bicester Village first. So that is my number 10. Okay, number 9, I've gone for a bit of a clutch bag. I do believe that every woman should own a classic, well, this isn't classic, but a black clutch bag. And a nude one, really. This one I absolutely love. I actually bought this off one of my clients because she used it once and didn't want it. I was like, you're mad, woman. And it is this beautiful, excuse the nails, we're in lockdown, Christian Louboutin studded clutch, and it is just to die for. And I have used it loads. And even if I'm just going and I've got like, I don't know, leather trousers on or a pair of jeans and a piece of knitwear, I'll put on some heeled boots and take my clutch bag with me, and I absolutely love it. It's also a really great size in the fact that you can fit quite a lot in there. So your purse, your makeup, your phone, everything that you kind of need. Now, you'll notice that all my bags are kept in their dust bags and in the boxes that they come in. And I know I haven't got a dressing room that I can display everything on. And probably if I did, I would, because it'd be lovely to see them all. But actually for me, I am really quite happy keeping them safe and sound, tucked up in their little bags and boxes, because I know that nothing's going to damage them. They're not going to get dusty. So yeah, that's number 9. So in at number 8, I am sticking with the theme of a clutch bag, because I do use them quite a lot. They have to be practical size for me, but I've got a couple from Valentino. And these are actually the ones I take on holiday. So whenever I go on holiday, I have a couple of evening bags because I never use big bags when I'm on holiday. And you'll see why, because obviously they're super bright. So I always take a couple of bags with me that are small, that I can sort of carry stuff around in an evening or during the day, that don't take up too much room in my suitcase. And obviously these are my holiday ones. The reason being is the gold just goes with absolutely everything. It is such a versatile bag. And the great thing about this one is it comes with a really nice long chain. So you can wear it crossbody as well. But it goes with everything. The colour's just perfect. And then I'm a sucker for pink. I adore it. And I just saw that and just fell in love. These bags I think I got one from Selfridges and one from Flannels. So again, I saw them and I just fell in love. Right, we're on number 7. And this has to go to my beloved Sunrong bag, but you'll recognise it. It's one of their classics. They sometimes change the design slightly over the years, sort of the quilting pattern on it, but this is like the classic one. Now, the reason I love this bag is the colour is just absolutely beautiful. It's beige and gold. I would love the Chanel at some point. Hopefully in the not too distant future. This is just stunning. Absolutely stunning. And I've worn it so much. Like, it's great if you're going to the races because it looks beautiful, like with a beautiful dress. But then equally, if you're just wearing jeans and a blazer and a pair of trainers, it works really, really well. Size is great. You can fit loads in it. Really nice size. So 100%, if you're thinking of this bag, I would absolutely recommend it. It obviously comes in black as well. But I absolutely love it. Okay, so we're at number 6. Now, any of you ladies or men, a Chanel fan, you will enjoy. So I couldn't just pick one. So I've picked my best 3. Now, first of all, this bag has massive sentimental value to me. My dad bought me this for my 23rd birthday from New York, and I just absolutely adore it. I have cherished it so much. I had it repainted and revamped to get it back to looking like new. Super happy with it, but it's one of my favourite bags. That is the smallest size. I think it's the medium. Obviously classic flap. And then it's just beautiful inside. It's just gorgeous. You cannot go wrong. Probably the most classic bag, I think, that these ones that you could ever invest in, and you will always, keep your money more or less. I mean, probably not so much now because they are mega money. Chanel are just astronomical, but I still don't think you can go wrong with them. They still massively retain the value. So if you're thinking about getting one, just buy it, and then also look at the secondhand market resale, because it's great for sustainability, but also you'll be better to pick up something from there and save yourself quite a lot of money. I'm not sure which one's in this, so let's just open it and see. Oh look, the last time I used this, well, not the last time, was at York races. Oh, what I'd give to go back to horse racing. So this is my classic black caviar leather. The other one was lambskin. So this is grained. This is the harder wearing one in black and gold. Again, such a classic that I have had for years. My mum and I share this one and the next one, which you'll see. But I prefer personally a bigger bag because I'm 5'11", humongous boobies, big bum, so it just balances me out, I feel, a little bit more. And then this one, this is more my mum's. This is a vintage Chanel, classic flap in the black with silver hardware. So as you can see, I think this is the jumbo. It's either the jumbo or the maxi. I always get mixed up. But it's got the silver hardware and a slightly larger C, which is what you normally find with the more vintage pieces. But yeah, my mum loves this bag. It's that little bit bigger and it's a bit of a more soft and structured leather. Now, the other thing that I wanted to talk to you about, I'll just put that there for a second, is stuffing your handbags. So I'm a massive, massive advocate of making sure that if you're spending money on something, you must take care of it and you will have it for years. In my eyes, these are so precious to me. I want to be able to pass them down to my daughter. God, I hope I have one. Or my son likes handbags. And I want to take care of them because they are a family heirloom. And I think, God, I can't wait for that day that my daughter says, oh, Mum, can I borrow your Chanel? And I would like, God, take care of it. So it's so crucial that you do look after it with leather conditioner, a protective spray, and the most important part is that you stuff it out. And I use these. So whenever you get deliveries, of which I get quite a few, they come with these plastic, what are they called? They've just got air in them. And I save them all and I stuff my handbags with these. It keeps the shape, doesn't damage them, it's not discolouring. I know I've read somewhere, someone said to use newspaper, but I just wouldn't dare do that because of the print coming off on the leather. So I just shove those in because, you know, I would love a beautiful insert for some of my bags, but they're so expensive and I think no one's seeing them. They're just literally padding out a bag. What a waste of money. So I recommend when you get your deliveries, save them, put them in your bags. In at number 5 is my beautiful Celine. Now, I've had this bag for a number of years. I adore the shape, the phantom shape. It's one of my favourite style of handbags. I just love it. And this is the colour that I was after for so long. I think it's called Powder. And I don't know how long ago this was produced, but it's absolutely stunning. I just love it. And of course, you've got the flaps that you can pull out if you wish. So it's definitely a day bag. It's really quite large inside. It's beautiful, like it's really super soft suede. And I just really take care of this bag because I want to have it for years. And obviously with it being a pale colour, you just have got to be careful. So keep it sprayed, keep it nourished, keep it in its dust bag when you're not using it. But how beautiful is she? Love her. Number 4 has to go to a bit of Louis. So I do have a number of Louboutin bags. I love them. I think they're super hard wearing. I really rate the Neverfull, which most people have got. Great for like a beach bag, nappy bag, throw everything in. Great for me when I'm working. I also have the Speedy, again, just real classics. I've got a couple of little clutch bags, but this is by far my favourite bag I have ever purchased from Louis Vuitton, and it is the Pochette Matisse. Now, this bag, it's not so much now, but a couple of years ago when I got this, they were so hard to come by, you just couldn't get them for love nor money. And I went to Vegas a couple of years ago, and I went into the Louis Vuitton there because I thought if there's anywhere that's going to have it, it's going to be there. And I just hit it right. They just had a delivery. And I was like, oh my God. She was like, yes, madam. I'll go and get it used downstairs. As she came up the stairs, she was like, I'm really sorry it's sold. Literally within seconds. And I said this story when I got back on my Instagram, and a follower messaged me, who's a lovely client now actually, and said, actually Cleo, I've got this bag. I've never used it. It's sitting in its box. Do you want to buy it off me? Yes. And that is the little story. So I love that. And I'm all for buying pre-loved, as I've previously said. But this bag for me is the perfect, I'm not really a crossbody kind of gal, but I understand the practicality of why a lot of people love them. But this bag is my favourite crossbody. The size is absolutely perfect. You can fit so much in it. Your makeup bag, your mobile phone, what else do I take? Purse, like keys, everything that you essentially need, and you can fit everything in. I also love the reverse monogram. I like the classic monogram, and they've obviously also launched it in a few other colourways. They've done like a red and a black and a nude, but that is my favourite one. So I feel so lucky I managed to get that. And if you're watching this, I will forever be grateful to you. So yeah. So we're now down to the top 3. Number 3, this was a really tough call. These are literally my 3 favourite ever bags. So number 3, see, is my beloved Chanel de Ville. Because I just absolutely adore it. I actually again bought this from a client. She has got the most phenomenal collection of handbags you've ever seen in your life. God knows why she sold this. But she'd only used it a couple of times and I'm like, yep, I'll have that one. And I'm so glad I did. I really ummed and ahed at the time and I have worn it beyond belief. I'm a bit too precious about it going actually on the beach as a beach bag. For me, it's the most perfect summer bag to throw everything in. It's my travel bag, so whenever I'm going away for a weekend break or on holiday, I will take this to the airport with me. But she's a beauty and I will 100%, I feel like I don't need another one because I've got one, but I did see they launched last year, 2020, a beautiful like cream with pearl on it, and I just wish I'd got that one because it is stunning. But yeah, so that is my number 3. Number 2. So I only got this beautiful baby last year. Last year was a really tough year for everybody. COVID hit the world and life as you kind of knew it just turned completely upside down, including my business. You know, what's a personal shopper meant to do when the shops are shut? No one's going anywhere, no one needs clothes. But luckily, you think outside the box, you think about how you can adapt, and it was a great learning opportunity for me to work on my business rather than in it. So in a way it was a blessing, but also a really sort of long, hard struggle of coming to terms mentally with something that might never, who knows what we're going to go back to. I'm still super positive that everything's going to be fine. But I kind of set myself goals. And each time I reached a goal, a personal one, I treated myself. And there were certain things on my bucket list that I really wanted to get. And I don't know whether it was COVID, whether it was with Brexit, but everything else just is going up and up in price. You know, every single season, Chanel will have a price increase, and Dior and, you know, all the top brands just constantly put up their prices. And I thought, if I don't get a couple of bits now, I'm never going to get them. So this was a bit of a sod it. I'm just going to go for it. I have coveted the Lady Dior for as long as I can remember. Obviously I bought the little twilly to put on her to protect her handles. The colour is like a blush nude with obviously the gold detail. It's the ABC one, so I've got the Dior written on it. I just absolutely love her. She's a beauty. I'm so pleased I got her. We've obviously not been out that much since last summer for me to be able to use it, but I'm hoping this year I will be able to create some beautiful outfits with her. I think Jack and I went down to the Cotswolds for the day and I took her then and I absolutely loved her, to the point where I actually bought some sunglasses just to go with her, as you do from Bicester Village. But yeah, one last time. And then last, but by no means least, you'll all know what it is. If you follow me, you'll know. My absolutely beloved Hermes Berkin that I've had for 15 years. She's a beauty and she is my most prized handbag. She only comes out on special occasions, but she is just it's just the smell. When you get it out of the box, it's like, oh, that leather, it's just beautiful. So obviously this is the gold, the tan, with a silver palladium hardware. And then Jack recently just bought me this little twilly to put it on, which I absolutely love. It's the perfect, it's got a bit of tan in it, it's beautiful. So that has to be my #1 handbag. I really hope you've enjoyed watching my top 10 bags, and I'm sure you all share the same passion and love for handbags that I do, hence why you're watching this in the first place. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Take care.